some illusions back on the Zero suit.
Hey, and then as well, I'm just thinking instantly about the dunk cut. The way you're able to manipulate the camera, it starts to throw people off sometimes. You know, you're used to seeing.
You got that can in the air.
Yeah, and it can really start to become disorienting. So
I'm gonna have to get my duck hunt back out, bro. I'm gonna have to pull him out right now. Let's see how he fares against Illusion.
Yeah, this is the perfect check, you know, to see if you want to be in that upper echelon of the Vegas Smash community. Being able to beat Illusion really speaks to, okay, I have some really great potential here already.
It's kind of a hard profile to hit too at the end of the day, you know. On top of all the conquistadors that you're busting out, you also have, you know, just a little body, and some of the moves that Illusion's used to hitting might mix them up a little bit here.
Yeah, going to be just different movement that you tap into too. You know, it's you know, very grounded.
Tap in.
You know, when you're not going for that, you know, just get off the stage approach that Illusion isn't going for there. But yeah, just going to be a different, you know, hurt box than you're used to usually hitting.
You can see too already Illusion's getting miles a minute from this whip. All the Zairs hitting basically perfectly. Not even afraid to take the hit from the can there.
Yeah, definitely a great matchup check thus far from Illusion. Going to be able to, you know, understand the little bit of nuance and find what needs to be found.
Ooh, lost and found right now on this duck hunt. Needs to find a little something extra. Grace air dodge there from Illusions not to hit that can.
Yeah, exactly what was needed. A little bit of a stun there. ANURSARING trying to close out this first stock, bouncing that can.
I just think, in particular, I love to spam on this character. I feel like you get plenty. I mean, your down B, your side B, you know, even your neutral B on this can gets you plenty of space, and you can see him utilizing it there. It's not going to kill somebody as good as Illusion right now, sitting at 151 rung, but nonetheless, you get, you have so much to your ability, you can't just get stuck trying to can him over and over again.
Yeah, you can see ANURSARING finding the pacing though for sure, starting to play, you know, kind of like an Olimar around those Pikmin with that can, getting, you know, good defense around it, using the tilt attacks when are needed to shoot it quickly at Illusion to, you know, make sure he's not able to approach when wanting to, and thus far getting the stock, which was very important for the mental.
But he in the ground, man.
And they're just like we were talking about earlier, different hitbox, very
low.
Profile, not going to get the connection that Illusion wants, cooking up the can and not going to connect there. Going to be only looming a threat though that Illusion's always going to have to respect, because ANURSARING's definitely finding these opportunities with the can when it's, you know, not dodged perfectly by Illusion. Those things are going to start connecting.
Yep. And you know, it's that side B too, you can almost run that back. So, you know, just something if he's thinking about it later, or even in the next match after this one, because it does seem a little bit like Illusions has this kind of figured out with his Zair, but like you were saying, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, absolutely, and Illusion has a great lead here and is only doing more to start to chip away at this final stock.
He's just playing it smart at this point, right?
Yeah, don't want to just press W into this duck hunt, who definitely has a brain.
Yeah. If I only had a brain. Ooh. Okay, good neutral coming out of the hit stun. Gonna get that can to where it needs to be, but you have to remember he's got a whole other stock to get. That's some new tech. I'm gonna use that one. What did he do to get it up there?
So, I think it was up smash, right? Up smash on the can.
Yeah, he's starting to move it in very creative ways, almost like Juice kind of works with his bite.
I got the juice.
You can see that was what you were talking about earlier with that utilization of the camera. Seeing a little bit of a spark of life here for this last stock.
Yeah, I mean, when the stocks are even in Super Smash Bros., anything is possible if ANURSARING's able to deny the berry as well, as long as he does not get put into that ground.
Knows that he's got this, right? He's thinking in his head, he's not checked at all. He knows that these last two stocks were just chip damage, basically, and he's just looking to end this. It's just finding that last move on this particular character.
But we are down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, so Illusion going to get put on a timer in that aspect. Needs to crack the code sometime soon. And the momentum is not in his favor at this point. I mean, it's not a drought. It's not like Illusion is not getting hits. It's just the most important hits, but that is what you need.
Just throw that whip right onto the dog's bad dog. Nasty.
Tell him something.
Hey.
The lasso of truth, if you will.
Sometimes you gotta hook him up to the. I was gonna say the tree. That's messed up though. You can't leave him outside no more.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Nah, he needed a leash, and Illusions provided the leash.
Well, now the VOD's under review.
Yeah, great.
Now everybody's got to wait 3 weeks to see their video because you're over here. Michael Vickin.
Hey, no meta Michael Vick here. Unlucky. Definitely, like you were saying, Duck Hunt Dog starts to bring that one back.
Yeah.
Feeling real confident from Illusions, though, is what got him.
That opening
first stock
lead was
confident.
so important there.
Yeah, first stock confident, second stock confident. Lost a couple in there from the spam, like I was saying, and ANURSARING started to figure it out. Getting some more space here, seeing the available counter picks on the list and going for a little Kalos action, I think is what ANURSARING needs here.
And I would love to see Illusion just pick up the pace. I mean, you can play this character so fast. I've seen Illusion play this character crazy fast. Illusion beating Chag, one of Mexico's top Super Smash Bros. Players in one of the toughest regions to play this game.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you're in tournament, you're doing things you might not usually do. That is not a good punish there, but nonetheless, got the hit off. Like I said, with all this space coming from ANURSARING, you gotta hope. I like that, covering his own landing, getting the tech off the stage. That is why you go to this map 100% there, utilizing what he has to here. Hopefully, starting to, I mean, if he can get first stock here, that will definitely make this tippable in his favor.
Ooh. Speaking of tippable, got the tip of that being going to be continuing forward with the Zair as well, getting some chip damage and equaling out the percentages for the time being, but ANURSARING has the can, has a lot of that, you know, projectile use. I don't want to say spam because you got to use your items.
Hey,
you got to use your
I love
cooldowns.
me some spam Masubi, bro. No cap on a stack. It is part of the character, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, one of the people I like them.
Ooh, that back air is so nasty, but Illusion's even better to just keep it. Nice stun, but just has to back off. The can being so utilized here. Love that.
The manipulation of the can coming out in full effect. Nice little bit of a tech out there, but Illusion going to close the stock out, get first blood here, and try to get this 2-0 over this formidable opponent.
Yeah, 100%. Golden Shield doesn't even have to wait. Going to go straight back. And now he's playing very Viperous. He's playing very in and out. You can see as he moves in, ANURSARING has to find this kill, and Illusions knows it, so he's playing very timid.
Yeah,
not in a bad way.
Got the damage where he needed to and got out. He's at 148, so he knows he's within a death's breath of being closed out on his first stock. Wants to get as much extra credit. That was what mattered so much in the first game.
Just as much as the space helps ANURSARING here, it hinders him with these platforms. So
especially the speed.
He's definitely utilizing this tech off the side that you can see here. He didn't do it that time, but he's been utilizing that. So that is gonna go star KO. So yeah, like you were saying, at 150, definitely hard to get, you know, the kill every once in a while. That is what you need to do if you're Illusions. Like we said, it's very sometimes a hard profile, but you've seen him take that extra step, take that extra little bit.
You saw that drift, like that controller was getting slammed.
Exactly.
My God was totally tapped in to make sure that he's finding ANURSARING there and gets the full stock lead that Illusion is able to take a nice breath.
Now he's button checking mid-set.
Said, can I still press this?
Yeah, let me see. Just trying to get out of the air, knows that the floatiness of the cam. You know, that it's basically an anti-air move if you, like he's using it there when you shoot it up in the sky like that, so. But this is a new tactic. I've never seen it applied.
You know, really just dictating the pace. He wants to make sure to find the best opening.
Yeah, I mean, he's a stock up, so I like him, you know, he's basically saying don't step up because, you know, I'm going to get this win regardless if you don't push. You can't spam me out. I'm on these platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of a counter pick of ANURSARING's own, you know, design. You know, it kind of nullified his own win condition and not being able to force Illusion to have to deal with what he's pressing on the ground.
And if you're ANURSARING here, you don't get shaked by this. You literally press every button you got. bring out.
You think Bros times him out here?
Oh yeah, 240.
You think Bros actually times him out?
If he doesn't aggress.
Okay, here we go. I was like, nah. I was like, you're not really gonna do it to him. Nah. He might.
No, why not? If everything that he can do is off platform and he's gonna go to the other side of the platform, he has the option to attack.
Nah,
he gets the can.
He's got the percentage now. He's feeling comfortable. When you had him, at 24, I could see him possibly looking for the timeout. But now, he smells some blood in the water. I see Sharking down now, getting off those platforms, going to.
Regardless, man, this is tournament, and this is a unorthodox player to play. So you could find yourself at the end of the day, maybe starting to utilize strategies, especially being up here.
I don't know if he has 2 minutes though at this rate. If he's going to be able to continue to keep away ANURSARING. He's starting to get a bit closer. He's starting to not allow Illusion to stay as far.
Ooh.
Hits him with the back air into the can.
That's
perfectly calculated right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like that was C4. He's playing a real character, man.
Yeah,
that's GG.
That's back throw to C4. Very similar, yeah.
In that up air,
okay,
I'm telling you, man,
now
time is not your friend right now.
Yeah, now time. I mean, obviously still on the side of Illusion. Very similar to his earlier match where he had the lead and it started to fall towards the end, but still has the percentage lead here, so he knows he can be confident in this last minute.
Yeah, sometimes you got to gas the car a little bit more for the end of the trip. You don't always have the time you thought you could to get around the hill and get to Grandma's house. And we'll see if Illusion does, do the work that he needed to get that lead, because ANURSARING has that minute.
Regardless,
and
it seems,
ring that bell.
Yeah,
let's go.
Regardless, it seemed that he did this for the checkmate situation, right? Now, not only is he up in percentage, but he's up in timing. He has everything going for him here. When he does decide to approach, he might even win the scenario. If it goes to time, he's winning. He's winning by on the card. The judges' cards are looking into his favor.
Yeah, it's starting to look into his favor. He's able to get one more hit. He will definitely have even locked it in without needing the time. 26 seconds on the clock. It's ticking down, and ANURSARING looking for an opportunity. Gets in, gets the grab.
Does he have a 60-hit combo out of nowhere here? Like, it's just...
Is he Kazuya Mishima?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that, this is... I mean, if this... I was talking about on the top of the broadcast, looking for... to possibly pick up the character again, and now I'm knowing that this is what could happen to me. You just see him go for the jab there. Just submit to your maker.
Just submit, and that is going to be Illusion with the win on the timeout. In a very, very valiant attempt from ANURSARING. He's going to go into that learner's bracket. It'd be a menace.
Has to
definitely have a chip on his shoulder that he's out for blood. He's trying to get Illusion on that.
Yeah.
On that. If he ever gets knocked down.
100%. Has to realize what he just was a part of, right? He was understanding that a lot of what he was doing was shaking Illusions towards the middle of the match, and Illusions just kind of went into checkmate mode. He said, I'm going to win this way, I'm going to win this way, and it started to loom. If you're not going to approach me, Illusions was like, if you're not going to approach me, then I'm going to win in every way possible here. And honestly, it's been a while since I saw a timeout, so.
It's kind of like when you're playing the black pieces in chess,
Yeah.
White has to approach. You got that first move. You're on attack mode, If you sit back on white, the board is actually designed against you to play. You have to play a bit more on that offensive.
It's like in tic-tac-toe, whoever goes first just wins.
That is...
Just a fact. It's just a known fact.
He said, look, if you have a brain and you go first, you're going to win in tic-tac-toe.
It might even be Connect 4, but I'm not sure.
Well, that is going to be Illusion winning first by a unanimous decision, and second by the nice timeout, went all the way through, no TKO on that one.
Production's just like, okay, so what do we show? 3, 2, 1 in the... How do we show those highlights?
You got to,
We just show the countdown.
An important part of the narrative, nonetheless. But,
I agree.
Also, just
he could have won regular.
Speaks to the strength, speaks to the strength of, him starting to cultivate that true tournament mind. Sometimes you don't waste resources in winners round 2. You make sure that you know how to play smart. That you're checking where you can. Yeah. But if you don't have to take the full kill,
I guarantee if he just held W into that duck hunt dog, he would have been not happy about the result. So
well, I mean, even him pressing away and playing very well on his defensive. ANURSARING was getting behind. He's